This video will be focusing on creating visibility and graphics and making overrides in that. So now we'll have a look at working with visibility and graphics. Find that in here, in view, and then we have visibility and graphics. If I press that one, I get into this panel that I can control. I can actually also find it over here in my properties for the view, visibility and graphics. It gets me to the same place, has the same function, so it's just two different ways in here. But don't worry too much about that. We can see we have different categories. We have the model category, annotation, analytical model, imported categories, and filters. Here we'll just focus on the model categories because that's what we're working with now. Basically here I can see my different categories. So for example, find walls, and they're all of course named alphabetically. So for walls here, if I remove the tick mark, say apply, all of my walls are hidden. Just put them back on again. So basically when I use it like this, it's quite similar to hiding an entire category. And I could do that in different ways. But what we will look at here is that we can actually start to override the graphics. So for example, here I have a wall with lots of information, and maybe I just wanted to present a simple black wall to show an outline of spaces and so on. The way to do that is to, again, find wall, and down here, be aware of that we have two overall categories. We have projection surface. That basically describes what I'm looking at. So if I'm standing in space looking at a wall, that would be a surface I'm looking at. Then I have cut, that's what I've cut through. So that would in this case be the walls. So if I look at these two different categories, projection surface would, for example, be my floors here, where I've cut would be walls, windows, doors, everything I cut through. So what I can do here, now we're looking at a cut, is I can change the lines and I can change the patterns. So let's say in this case I want to make completely black wall to simplify my drawing. What I do is I find my walls here, go on, find my pattern, press that one, we can see it says override. Then I say, all right, what's my pattern? I want, in this case, a solid fill, and I want my color to be black. Okay. So it overrides what I'm doing. And in this case, when I have it, then I have to do something with the windows because this doesn't look right. Or I could turn them off for now. But of course, remember, if we turn them off, it applies to all of the views because this is a model element. But it's quite simple. I could also say, all right, I want to have it even more simple. So visibility and graphics, and then I find my floors because I want to turn them off. Floors. There we go. Then I just remove the tick mark, maybe say apply. Okay, and I have a very simple drawing. And it's really a powerful tool. Of course, now I've just changed a few things, but if this is something I want to add and use later on, then what I could do was I could make a view template. You can see up here I have view templates, and I can apply one or I can create one. So let's say I want to transfer these settings that were not really complicated, but you might get in a situation where what you do is complicated, or you might work in a place where we just have to apply the right templates from we have to print. So what I want to do here is I want to create a new template. So I say create template from current view, and just say I'll just call this basic plan. Okay. Basically what it does is it now created a basic plan, and it took the settings I changed here, put them into a template. Okay, so now it's created, and that means if I go into, for example, let's take foundation. Here we go. I want to do the exact same here. For some reason that doesn't necessarily make sense when it's a foundation we talk about, but as an example, again I press View Template, apply template properties, select my basic plan, and say OK, and it just imported the template and put it over. So we can create templates to control our layout, override different information, so we don't have to. I'll just go in and find my floors again, them on, and say clear overrides. Okay, because what you might do otherwise, what you'd go into edit type and then start to change the graphics of that. But if as soon as we start to work with the graphics in here or in the materials when we get further in, then it applies to everything we're doing. It applies to both this view, roof if I had that, but using view control and the visibility and graphic, it only applies to the view I'm actually working in. So again, a really good thing to know and to start to work with.